Hello, and welcome back to Blueprints. So, let's go into day 21 here really quick before I start. In the last episode, we found a lot. We unlocked a lot. There's a lot of my mysteries got checked off. There are a few that were added, but more mysteries were checked off than added, which confuses me a little as to how to go about stuff. Obviously, there's the main overall goal. We do need to get to room 46. But with all of those checked off, I have no proper route that I'm trying to figure out at the moment other than my chess piece test I want to do, which should be fairly easy to gauge. Hold on. Oh, wait. I forgot to re-add the notepad back in. Okay, so, there's not too much updated here, but we're just going to quickly look over it. We have the antechamber that we need to get to. The 2-picture message is overall just talking about the saves. We already know basically what we need to do here, so I'm going to call this one semi-complete as far as that goes. And the real mystery, turn off insert there. The real mystery is to find the actual saves and open them, not to solve this message anymore. Then we have the microchips. We do need to find them, which involves finding, just searching more rooms. The Blackbridge admin, I'm going to need to find some lore again before we know like what that password is. The chess puzzle, I have kind of shifted things around a bit here. This is just a key for me when I put stuff down here, but I'm going to write down every room that has specific things in it, and I added a few already because I went through an editing and found quite a few of them there. I only found pawns and knights, though, unfortunately. I didn't see a bishop anywhere in editing. We still have the music sheets. Hopefully we can find some more of those, and I wrote this down just to remember the password. Other than that, we're still looking for red notes, which were in safe, so... also, the office, I definitely want to get that figured out if we can. I just want to go back in there and see it again because I don't know if there are books around the area or if we have to do something completely different. Radiation, random theory, classrooms. I do have something I want to do today, hopefully, with the classrooms. I also added the workshop because the stone slab on the one desk with the sheet music had a different letter both times we went in. So every time we go into the workshop, I'm just going to write down whatever letter it is because that might be something. I don't know. And that's about it. I also updated accessible entries because we found a bunch of stuff. And this is the only other safe we know about. Okay. I think we're all caught up. So my overall goal in this episode, at least at the start of it, is going to be to see all the new rooms that we can find. I'm going to try to make that happen. So we're going to be kind of rushing through rooms to try to end up with new rooms, hopefully find new items, because I've been avoiding closets and walk-in closets and all that. So there are probably a lot of items I've missed. And right now, that doesn't give me much to work with when I think about combining in the workshop. So hopefully we can find some new items and stuff as well. And then we're going to look for the office, and if I can, bait a classroom. The schoolhouse over here. Please let me make a schoolhouse so I can bait the classroom, because it says adds 8 classrooms to the pool. And we saw that letter in the library that mentioned our highest grade was 1. Therefore, what if we put all 8 classrooms in? It's not happening today, though. This is very helpful for exploring. I have no items on me. Yeah, we're going to do hovel. And you won't have anything new in here, right? No. Okay, well, good enough. I also went back and watched the first few episodes again just to see if I could find more information. And I've realized anyone who's still here after the first few episodes, you're a trooper. Oh my god, I am so airheaded sometimes with the most basic things. I don't know what I was doing. I just didn't understand some things that, looking back, I'm like, oh my God, there's no way. There's no way people are going to be able to bear going through this. The pantry. I'm actually going to get a pantry really quick because I know that I wasn't able to, in editing, see if there was a chess piece in here. I can't believe this game has found a way for me to re-explore every room just by introducing a new element. Like the chess pieces. Like, how do you do this? This is very, very smart game design. I don't even know if it was intended or not, but very smart. Okay, so pantry doesn't have any chess pieces in it. Observatory is a knight. You're a pawn. The den is also a pawn, so nothing new here. I'd like to get an observatory. Let's upgrade our lights. I'm at 6. Damn. I have options. Oh. Oh shit, I don't remember which one's which. I think 4 is better than 2. 4 makes 4-door rooms more likely. Nope. Nope, it's a gem. Looks like a diamond. Shit. Let me go check this book quick. What was 2? Oh, trunks in the entrance hall. Okay. Oh, 5. Okay, a cross makes 4 doors more likely. I guess it looks like a hallway then. Okay, we got a knight there. Yeah, we should probably just do a hallway. You'll go back. Courtyard doesn't have any chess pieces for sure. I don't know if any green room does, but we're gonna search everything today to make sure. I have 3 gems right now. Damn. I'd love to keep stocking up, but can I afford to do this? I have so many steps. Oh wait, we don't need gem. We need steps today. Yeah, the hovel's gonna make this great. Okay, we got a pawn in the bedroom. I believe I've already wrote that down. Pawn. Bedroom. Okay. Anything else in here? No. Okay. I don't think there's anything in the kitchen either. We don't need gems, so the parlor would be pointless today. I don't think that there's a pawn in the chapel, or a chess piece. Let's do kitchen. I got some new ideas for how to do this, to get farther. They mostly revolve around the hovel existing. Okay, I don't think there's a chess piece in here either. Unfortunate. Seems like shops just don't have them. This is what I wanted to try to add to the draft pool. Oh my god. I forgot to write that down, but I thought about it when I saw it in the last episode. I'm like, wait a minute. Morning room only shows up if you buy bacon and eggs, so we might have to bait that out. Wait. Morning room is a green room, I believe, from that thing we read. Drawing room has a pawn. Closet. I can't block myself off right now. Yeah, that would screw me over. I guess we're gonna go with drawing room. But what was I looking for? I took a picture of it, right? No. Soil survey. This is important too. Rich soil means the 4th from the right. The 4th on the east wing. 4th up. I should try to see if I can bait some sort of greenhouse. Green room. Okay, right here. The majority I discovered are only draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and west wings, terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden. Okay. So I should try to end up along the perimeter here for the morning room. You point up. You also point up. We'll go security. This is a very quiet day. Okay, and then yeah, this is where the night is in this room. Kind of surprised I haven't found any new rooms at all. Are we getting real unlucky? This is the worst room when you have the hovel. I would like to avoid the weight room. Yeah. We'll go down, but let me go over here. There it is. Tomorrow you will start with 2 gems. Okay. Hell yeah. And just because I keep forgetting to do this, so let's get it out of the way right away. Is there anything I missed? Look at that. Look how many rooms we're missing. Okay, we're only missing 1 on that. I think we read about all of them, though. Except you. The best thing to go with breakfast is a morning newspaper and a coffee. I really forget how to read in this playthrough, which is weird because playing the entire Trails series, I should be better at it. Okay, yeah. We got the sun. Leaves. Flower. Pretty much what you do. Oh, a coin purse. Just make sure there's no chess pieces in the cabinet. Doesn't look like it. Oh. Oh, hell yeah. I forgot about these. 2 gems. The Baron... Oh, November 5th. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. In the blue hours of Wednesday morning, the venerable Baron of Mount Holly, Herbert S. Sinclair, passed away at the ripe age of 73, after a prolonged struggle with a heart condition that had been kept from the public eye until his final day. Is this true? Because why would they talk about a premonition? Is it a premonition that the heart condition would hit the bad spot? Esteemed as a pillar of society and renowned for his penchant for crafting puzzles, he was a source of endless fascination to our readers over the years, not least through his popular column, Baron Bafflers, which he penned over a decade. The particulars of the announcement of his successor yesterday has left his devoted followers with one last intrigue to ponder. The reader's reading of his will precipitated a flurry of speculation for his niece and presumptive heir. Niece? Do we have a cousin? Or a sister? No, we don't have a sister. Yeah, the way that one text for the nursery went, it says they were hoping for one. Hopeful, but never happened. So I don't think sister, probably cousin. The much beloved, lamented Mary Matthew Jones has been Oh, wait. Do you mean Mary is his niece? Oh, they're probably just talking about Mary. Has been missing, presumed deceased for the past 6 years. Mrs. Jones, better known to our readers by her pen name Marion Marigold, enchanted the hearts and minds of children across the realm with her literary creations, such as The Red Prince, Swimbird, and A New Clue. You haven't read that one. Her disappearance remains one of the age's most tragic mysteries. With her whereabouts unknown, it was Marigold's own son, Simon P. Jones, a lad of but 14 summers who was yesterday named the provincial heir to the sprawling Cinca Empire. However, this vast inheritance is accompanied by an undisclosed contractual condition. Given that the Baron's well-known penchant for tests of mettle and wit, it's clear that the young heir from Reddington, distinguished in his own right as last year's county science fair runner-up, faces an extraordinary challenge in the coming weeks. More to follow. Oh, runner-up. We did pretty good. Not good enough, though, apparently. Nope, this side's about to be locked out. I am curious about the garage, but I believe I looked on my video where we first did the garage stuff and unlocked the west path, and I didn't see anything in there. I didn't look around during the nursery part, though. So I have to keep that in mind. And give me those keys. I could be crazy. I don't think that there's any chess pieces in here, though. This feels like the perfect area to do a bishop, though. Nope. Yeah, there's actually nothing. The good news is, if we do end up finding car keys, we can come back and get something out of there. Oh, have I missed any? I have an upgrade disc, too. A gem in a trunk. Really? Well, I did create a room and not go in, so it could be in there. Yeah, I haven't been in the den yet. Okay. Closet upgrade. Hallway closet, 2 items, 1 item. Oh god. 1 item, extra item if drafted adjoined to a hallway. 2 extra items if drafted adjoined to a bedroom. 0 items normally. 4 if drafted adjoined to a red room. Ooh. There are multiple red rooms in the game. There are a few bedrooms, and it could be saying specifically bedroom, not like nursery or boudoir. This one would be the best, because there are multiple chances for this to happen, but I don't want red rooms around if I can help it. Well, not necessarily. Sometimes I definitely do want them. I still think bedroom closet has the most potential here. I'm going to go with it. Can you undo these? I can't, like, take the upgrade disc back. I think that's just permanent. The good news with this one is I didn't lose anything. The closet wasn't doing anything. Now it has a better chance. Is there a trunk to my left? I didn't even look. Okay, well, I have to do that. Give me some more. Okay, reroll. I think keys are much more valuable than gems in general. Because, I mean, at least with keys, I mean, you can't even get into a door without a key. But after you get to a door, you could do something that doesn't have gems. Oh, why are you facing down? I'll try redrawing. Okay, good. We have something facing up. See, like, this is a spare bedroom. Does this count? I don't want to do it right now, but... Speaking of that, spare bedroom has no chess pieces. Do you have a chess piece? Like hiding back here or something? No. No, it doesn't. Also, it is the 21st today. 50% off. That is not 50% off. What? Oh, wait. Normally 10. But you're normally 8. Why? Is it normally 16 for running shoes? What? Why did I buy more gems? I'm not using gems right now. I'm using footsteps. Okay, let's get a freezer and freeze it. Please. No downside to this except for there could be a lot of locked doors, but that's fine. Chapel's the only one that goes up from here. But if I put... Oh no, a parlor also does. I'd like to get a lab, because if it says if I can experiment and get more permanent gold, I'd like it. I have a key if the north door is locked. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, lab. Do you have a chess piece in here? No. Man, there are not that many rooms with chess pieces. How the hell are we supposed to find a king and a queen? Experiment setup. Continue. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, physically impossible right now. A letter will be delivered to the mailroom? What kind of letter? I don't have a shovel and I don't have that many keys. None of these are good right now. Oh man. Maybe we'll find a shovel and then we'll get a letter in the mailroom. Go ahead. This was not it. This leads down. I'm not gonna waste a key on that right now. Yeah, that would have been bad. Ooh. +1 for each bedroom in your house. Well, I have 2 right now, and if you count, that's 3. This might be exactly what we need. And then we'll take the left path. And we've never been in here. Servants' quarters. Oh my god, 4 keys. Okay, do we have... There's not much in here. Oh. Master bedroom, ladyship's chambers... Guest bedroom, nursery, bunk room, boudoir. These 2 we have not seen. Okay, so we're missing the ladyship's chamber and the master bedroom here. I can't ring them, so... There are 12 major keys. Wait a minute, that's a green memo. This is Hartley's room. Okay. Let me just super confirm here. Ah, shit. Hold on. There it is. Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. Okay. So that means there's not 12 major keys? What do you even mean by this in general? Huh. Hartley, I know we spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you in numerous times in the past. Half-stated gratitude always interrupted with tactful and polite repudiations from you. I had always known this final letter could give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces, but I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. Damn. With my passing, I release you from your post and service to the Sinclair family, and I implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you. And besides, I think a more junior valet would be better suited to meet the needs of young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish to stay on long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post, but if you wish, you may stay. But as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I have decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly as the subject and victim to my many whims, games, and riddles, and so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Until we meet again, my friend, Herbert. So, is it Christoph? There's that letter in the garage about a valet, and this guy is apparently being called a valet as well. Where did it say there? I think a more junior valet would be better suited or situated. But the valet would be the guy who Babbage was yelling at for missing 3 times, taking the car out 3 times. And then we saw the letter in the car that was like, what did it say? It was telling someone to deliver the goods. Wait, was he delivering the goods? But was someone else doing the stealing? Is there multiple people in the house like working together to rip off Sinclair? That's kind of what I'm getting from that. The only other person they've yelled at is Ravain, who they fired, the gardener that they fired. So Hartley and Ravain could have been working together to like steal from him or something and splitting the money? I don't know. But it kind of sounds like he got gifted a lake house. I mean, he's been here for 40 years. Yeah, even in the garage note, they're like, I don't care how long you've been with him, you can't just leave the car unattended or something. No. I believe. I'm trying to remember. Interesting. Well, I think we're done in here. Not real, like, progression or mystery information there. I think that was just straight lore. Boiler room. Kind of wasted that you'd be pointing down. But that would potentially lead to the lab being... No, that wouldn't matter. Do I curve up? I honestly kind of want to curve up. I don't think we need a boiler room right there. I just don't think it's very effective. Okay, and in this room we have the rook. in the nook. Mailroom. Unfortunately, we can't do that. You would lead to a dead end. Secret passage wouldn't be too bad. I'm kind of running out of steps, though. If I get to choose the color... Yeah, actually, let's do it. Okay, and then let me go here. Greenhouse. We probably can't place a greenhouse. So, like, no matter what, it can't be a terrace or a patio or anything. So if I chose greenhouse, it'd have to be a cloister or a courtyard. It can't be the greenhouse. That has to be on the side. Yeah. Wait, let me check. Pawn. Okay. Never mind, I already wrote that down. I forgot that I knew that. Cloister. Cloister, for sure. I have 5 keys. Aquarium, though? Aquarium counts as every room, but I don't have anything that really matters for that at the moment. You know what? We have to. Cloister. That's 3 directions. Oh, I don't have a shovel. I don't have a shovel. Oh, I might as well just open you for the hell of it. Damn. Does this work on every side? Nope, only the one you enter from. This is not connected to a bedroom. It would be kind of wasted. I'm going to use one of these. The office. A bunk room would be super necessary right now, though. I am super running out of steps. And choosing the office is just going to make that worse. Yeah. This should give me 10 back. How much does this give back? No, I think it's only 4, actually. Shit. I have faith in the other 2 sides. Bunk room. Oh, I thought that was a knight. No chest peaks in here either. How you doing? Seaton? Who is feeding him? Everyone's vacated. I don't understand. Okay, well, that didn't really give me that much steps back. Shit. I'd love to keep moving. I don't have that much money. I'm still gonna redraw. Good. Good, the rumpus room. Rumpus room has a bishop. Alright. It's written down. Hopefully they give you a bunch of money so you can interact with that. I want to know if he has a different fortune for me today.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin.
You sure are.
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear.
This is new.
I see the darkened cloud of ruin, familiar to us both. Now decrepit, run down, disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes resting upon 8 pedestals. And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands. 8 letters of which you will only ever find and read 7. Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms, there is a letter missing.
Ooh. Oh.
What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Wow, you actually give very helpful tips. Like, if I got Rumpus Room, like, sooner, 8 letters, there's 1 missing, like the art in the rooms, like, even hinting at that as well. Not that the game doesn't make that quite obvious, but the fact that they're on pedestals probably has no meaning. Pedestals just translates to safes. 1 is missing. Huh. But it said if we count small gates. So I didn't find a letter behind the orchard. I don't know. We'll think about it later. Master bedroom. Damn. Plus 1 step for each room in your house? Okay. Man, the attic, though. Neither of these go... That's 8 items. Oh, shit. Which one do I want? I can't go up because I don't have a key card. There might be a key card in here. Unfortunately, I think I have to go with the attic. 8 items means potentially moving forward on the cloister side. Unless I can force a utility closet and turn off the security that unlocks doors that are... Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let's try attic, though. Oh, I wanted to go into the master bedroom. I'm curious about this as well. It's a swan. It's Swanson G. I'm still mad about that. Okay, this is good. Assuming I can... Key to the secret garden. Oh. We'll occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. Ooh. Damn. Is that a sledgehammer as well? Yeah, we're getting a lot of new stuff. Okay, there's a bishop in here. Alright, done. I have no steps left. Oh no, I really should have done the master bedroom. I don't think I can get back to where I need to go. Key. And car keys. Damn, the attic has so much stuff. Was that all the items? Yeah. Yeah, it's certainly looking like it. Miss Marigold. Dear Miss Marigold, thank you so much for giving our editors the opportunity to consider your illustrated children's book, The Red Prince. Unfortunately, I regret that we have to come to the conclusion that, although the illustrations are wonderful, we do not think the material is a good fit for Ruffington's current catalog, and therefore will not be pursuing a partnership at this time. If you provided us with a return envelope, your manuscript will be returned to you. Otherwise, it has been recycled. Thank you again for thinking of us here at Ruffington. And do not be discouraged to submit any work you complete in the future. We wish you every success in finding a home for your book. Thomas E. Anders. Change the ending to political. What? Too political? The end of that book is... it feels like it's about escapism, and it didn't really have a happy ending. None of her books seem happy. Seems like she's miserable. Yeah, might as well take a picture just in case. Too political? I'm just not reading into it correctly or something. Oh. Kinda. Why are you pointing off the overlook? I'm gonna need a magnifying glass. It kinda looks like you can see a scratch on the ledge there, but I don't know. Alright, well, I can't physically make it back. Go here. How much does the bunk room give? Is it just going to be 1 now that we've gone in? Bunk room doesn't give any? Oh. No, it just counts as a bedroom. Yeah, I can't make it anymore. This is the end of this day. We did learn a little bit here, though. We also learned that the attic... Actually, no. The attic just has items. We know that we need a key to get into... Finding it won't be easy. We need a key to get into the secret garden. We also know that the secret garden can only be on the perimeter, according to the thing. We know lockpicks are a thing now. That's good. Other than that, I mean, we learned some information from here and what an attic is. High above the mansion in its lofty perch, Mount Holly's attic provides curious explorers with a cache of dusty keepsakes, trinkets, and clues from a long-forgotten past. Cold, empty room devoid of ornamentation and personal effects. This suspiciously humble bedroom belonged to the Baron's personal valet, Hartley Ruoda. Oh, that's his full name. Who had unchallenged access to even the most clandestine areas of the estate, which is why he had a ton of keys. Okay. Okay, so if that's his full name, he's not Christoph. Christoph is a different guy. Hartley was dedicated then. Okay, and I think that's it. We already read about that one. All right, let's end the day. Was really hoping for a freezer, so I could freeze those 11 gems, but that's fine. Me a bacon and eggs. We don't need to worry about that anymore now that we have the morning room. Save and continue. Okay, day 22. I guess we just have to keep going with this. I can't think of anything else to do. Until we find the king and queen, there's no point in even thinking about the chess pieces. Because we couldn't finish it anyway, so I'm not going to write them down yet. Actually, just by writing down the rooms, I could go like this and be like, oh, this room has the rook, chess, pawn, knight. I don't even need to write them down. I don't have any items on me. I do have money. I could get a blessing for the next 3 days. I think that might be good. Let's try 3. We put in 4 last time. Oh, we got the same thing. Each time you draft a shop room, gain 1 dice. I have not looked in the dining room. Pawn. Are you on the list? Okay. I have added it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 rooms so far that have a pawn in them. 2 that have a knight. And 1 that we've seen with a rook so far. I'm wondering if it follows chess rules, and there are only 2 rooms in the whole game that are knights, bishops, rooks, and 1 room that has a king and 1 with a queen. Does it actually follow those rules? Because that would be interesting. Shit. Okay, let's see. Are you unlocked? Hold on. Okay. That is 3 rooms with a bishop. My theory's out the window. It was a good theory, though, I think. Yeah. Ooh. No. Oh, shit. No. I baited myself, and you're locked. I don't have a key. I don't have a commissary, so that sucks as well. Security. Am I actually trapped again? Oh my god. Why is everything locked all the time? The workshop also had a security thing, so literally locked, security card, yeah. Gotta redo the day. I don't really think we got much done here. RIP. Actually, we didn't get anything done other than writing down the chapel and the dining room have chess puzzle pieces. It's fine. It's fine. I'll be cutting this one for sure. Call it a day. So for all the ones I do, or the days I do end up cutting, I mean, know that nothing happened. It was just me talking to myself, saying nonsense as I try to progress forward. But this is going to happen towards the later, latter half of this game. We've seen too much. Day 23. Okay, let me write something down, though. Okay. I did learn one very important thing from day 22. I'm going to stock up on every possible key I can find. Like, keys are becoming a problem. The biggest problem. More than steps, more than gems, by far. And now, gems won't cost... Do you have anything in here? Okay, we don't even need to think about gems this time. Just need to get super lucky with a little bit of planning in these rooms. I got this. I got this. Why is the music so creepy in this one? Is it because I went into the hovel? You know what? Let's get the office. Why not? Okay. Okay. Now that we're here, I'm actually going to see if we can... Nope, there's no titles. There's no book titles. Have I never looked at this picture, though? Is that Dad? Daniel? You do have, like, one of every... No, that looks like you again. And you again. Oh. Oh. The office has the king. So right now we have king, rook, knight, bishop, and a pawn. Oh man, if we find a queen, I can go test. Oh boy. I don't know how to get your password. It's a date, obviously. 8 dates, crack 8 safes. It's a date and we have no idea what it is. I mean, there's no reason not to try just 1993 or something. 1101. Um, 1008. No. I have no idea. Damn it. I was hoping for some better information there. I guess we'll use this. What? A ballroom. Whenever you enter ballroom, set your diamonds to 2 diamonds. What? Why aren't you a red room? That sounds like a debuff. This isn't a red room? Ooh. Clara and Simon. In Eclipse Ball, 1952? Hold on, before you. Yeah, there's really just nothing else there. 6 and 7. I mean, this is kind of pointless, but I'll write these down. R and... You don't have a single bold... Oh, true. True, it's at the bottom. Okay. Okay, that is updated, and it says R... Oh, wait, under is the first word here. And then the first word of the 7 is 2. Find among the white trees under 2 stones. Find among the white trees under 2 stones. I'm also going to take a picture as proof for my sanity. There we go. Okay, well, there's something going on outside that has nothing to do with the sheet music puzzle. I just have to click in the correct spot, I guess. Find among the white trees under 2 stones. Among the white trees? Under 2 stones. Like a shovel. I guess I could bring a shovel back and test it at some point when we get a shovel, but other than that, I have no idea if they're like really massive stones somewhere nearby that I should be looking under. I don't know. See, what I was thinking is you had to like lift the stones, but since they're not interactable, the only way to go under 2 stones, we need to find it. A showroom? Do you have a shovel? Ooh. Got a lot of fancy jewelry. Oh, the moon! Is this what our mom wears? Moon pendant. Ornate compass. Oh no, I have no money. Chronograph. Wait, you actually... 24 karat chronograph. While drafting, you may rewind time after drawing new floor plans. More likely to draw tomorrow rooms while drafting. Oh, damn. What? Okay. You can't like rewind the room to not existing, I assume. What it means is you can rewind if you don't like your rerolls with this? Probably. While drafting, you may rotate the first 3 floor plans you draw. Oh, wow. This is the best item. Oh, my God. I can rotate. Oh. Oh, that's what I need. That's what I need so bad. If you call it a day while wearing the moon pendant, you'll start with 2 of the items in your inventory. Whenever you gain steps from eating, gain twice as many. That many steps. This doesn't seem that great. Ornate compass. Very important. Actually, I'm going to take a screenshot that these exist. Because these look very good. There's no lore in here, though. 8. It took me a while after going through the episode. I forgot when they mentioned order of operations in that one screenshot that I took with the magnifying glass. What they're talking about is from the inside to the outside order of operations, which makes a lot more sense than whatever the hell I was thinking for this. So 6 plus 3, 9 times 1. Okay. 5, 16 times 1 again. 1, 5, 7, 10. Then we'd subtract. 3 times divided by 1. Okay. Oh, we got 1 silver key. I want to save it. Battery pack again. L. So far it's LDTS. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Sledgehammer and the battery pack do go together. What about the running shoes in the battery pack? No. Chad, I need a third thing. Damn it. All right, well. Are you... Don't do this to me. Shit. Okay, that is the end of this day as well. Overall, I mean, we got the showroom in the ballroom out of this one, and learned that the office doesn't have any titles on the books, so I need to go back to the start of my thought process on what the safe combination will be. I don't think it has anything to do with that. Although we might be able to find a book in the library that relates to one of the titles, and then if we check it out, we could check out the checkout card, and the day that was checked out, it could be the safe combo. I don't know. That's my only thought. Ballroom, an opulent hall with a polished mirror floor. In the old days, numerous balls and dances were held in this splendid room. However, as he aged, the Baron began to prefer private parties in the parlor over the grand formal receptions of his youth. And showroom. An array of jewelry display cases showcasing an impressive selection of high-priced items, each unique and one of a kind. This exclusive collection is not for the faint of purse. Apparently, I need to go to the vault before I go in there. Okay, so that leaves us with 3 more shops, 2... Okay, Secret Garden and... I don't know what the other one is. Veranda. Veranda's the other one in the notebook. There, so 3 more shops, 2 more green rooms, 2 more bedrooms, which are ladyship and master bedroom. And a few of these. The pool, clearly, it gives you the locker room and pump room, which we haven't been in. I don't know what these would be. And I want to know what the one before the entrance hall is supposed to be. Okay. Okay, we're still going to keep working on rooms. That is the goal. Overall, though, like this was definitely a better day. Still getting a little bit unlucky, and my planning's just not great. I need key cards or a utility closet and security room. I don't even know if that works. I need to test it, and if it does work, we're doing it every time. But so far, I haven't rolled a security room or a utility closet. Together. Day 24. I swear, today we find something great. But I have to grab a drink. All right. Let's go. Okay, please give me classrooms today. I really would like to just place a bunch of classrooms. There's got to be a reason I have a grade and I can reach a grade. There it is. Anything in here? No, I don't think so. Something we haven't already looked at. Alright, well, it's set up. Hopefully we can make a bunch of classrooms. Give me a key. Less common. I want to save library for farther up if I'm going to draw less common stuff. I do want to go into the library though. But I need keys. Corridor? Sure. Before that, though? Classroom. It costs a gem. You may draw new floor plans one time for each classroom in your house. So, by putting a bunch of classrooms in, I have a bunch of redraws available. But they all cost a gem, so... Ooh. Okay, is this... Benny? Yep. I don't actually know if there's a puzzle here this time. Now that we've done the light thing, I don't really think there's a puzzle. Oh, grade 1. Oh. Ready? RJ, these are all the same. Caleb, you really like the color red? Yeah. That one's empty. Okay, so this classroom seems to stay the same. Gotcha. And I have 2 redraws? Really? That's weird. I don't want to waste gems yet. I could just get a den. Yeah, let's get a den. Parlor, so I can get some more gems. I'll take it. The empty boxes both have true statements. The blue box has a true statement. This box contains gems. Okay. So you're saying that this is true. You're saying you have gems. One of you has to be lying. If you're lying, then one of these is false. But if you're lying, then this box is lying. Okay, what I'm basically getting from this, for the white box to be true, the blue box has to be true, meaning that both of these would be true, which would have to make this false, which means this doesn't have gems in it, so none of this makes sense. If I pretend the white box is false, then the blue box is true. But that would also mean that this box is... If this is false, then this box doesn't work because both the white and the white and the blue would be the empty boxes. Wait. If I pretend... Shit. If I pretend the black box is true, then you could be either true or false. Probably false. Because this applies to two boxes. Empty boxes both have true statements. If this is false, then it doesn't matter. There could be two true statements. But the blue box has to be true for this box to be true. So this is false. This is false. This is true. I believe. That was by far the hardest one. Wow. I can't believe they haven't like repeated yet. Like they're just getting more and more ridiculous. Damn it. Okay, this is unfortunate. We can only go down, which means I could make a dead end. I care more about getting more keys. And I'm very willing to make a dead end here, especially if this helps going forward. So yeah. Money? Anything else? No. Now we have to head back to the corridor. Okay. I swear this is the run. It's gonna happen. Even though I've blocked myself off on both left and right. Strategically, I think we might be okay. Because we also got rid of those now. They can't spawn. I think. Hallway. Kind of surprised we haven't seen another classroom. I should get security. And set this to unlock. For now, change you to low. I think that's better. Unlocked. I really hope I'm understanding that system a little better. I might not be. Maybe I have to blow a fuse or something just to get the keycard reader to work. I don't know, but let's set up down. No, I was really hoping I'd get just an instant utility closet. Honestly, I'm going to try to bait a freezer. And see if I can check that off the list. If I have a I wonder if the freezer would have to be near the furnace, though. Oh, that would suck. Please tell me just having a furnace might turn up the... If I don't end up putting a freezer near it and it doesn't work, then I still can't check it off because I'd still have to be like, all right, maybe the furnace and freezer have to be like close by to turn up the temperature and thaw things. I don't know. Oh, you gave me a utility closet. Okay, this is potentially good, but I'm going to end up with a lot of red now. I can test this. That's the most important part. You're off, which should unlock any door that has a key card, because I have unlocked set as the default for when the system's down. I think. Gymnasium off. Garage on. Dark room. We'll wait till we run into one. Which will probably be the next room we go in. Dark room? Oh. Surprising. Let's get a library. We've already looked around for books with titles, so that's not a thing. What are you? A treasure map? Where are you? I'm pretty sure. What is that? 5 up from the left? Potentially we could end up there. You need a shovel, though. All right. Borrowers. Okay. The detective rented or borrowed this multiple times. Mary Jones. Gotcha. Take a picture of that. History of Orindia. Second edition. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication. The Fen Aries Central Board of Education has been edited to conform with our department standards, including omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for dissemination. Public. In 1979. Oh, wow. Oh, there's just a lot of redacted. Oh, there's a letter in there, though. Oh, hold. I'm gonna try to read what I can, though. Blank the name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters. Blank is no longer known to average citizen of the elder generation. We must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon blank our past. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as Agera, by the ascension of the first king, blank, whose name Oris would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord and of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the first century, a new kingdom was born. Second era. It was the fourth king, blank, who split... Why are these being omitted? Inaccurate or not suitable for public dissemination? Why are names being blanked out? That doesn't make sense. It was the fourth king, blank, who split this vast domain into 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift, blank. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Aries, the land of northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse which at the time was not as developed but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. To his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Araja, blank, a land steeped in tradition. Third era. As the second era drew to a close, the third sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives, and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the third era was defined by blank. Commerce between the 3 realms further strengthened their bond in laying the foundation for the promise of the prosperous and bright future. Fourth era, almost completely redacted. As the kingdom blank entered the fourth era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Desolates the third was blank. King who often seen blank drinking blank, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court but the masses as well. Desolates was renowned as the king of blank, No one when he made the decision to surprised no one probably when he made the decision to move blank. Ving castle and court behind, leaving. The people were overjoyed by this choice. Okay, he probably stepped down or something. For those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his blank common folk. These blank voices planted the seed of blank, which took root in the grand city of Fen. Era of Ruin. Okay, there's not too much left. After passing of King Desolates III, the fourth era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died. Blank. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the blank Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a blank number of his supporters due to the fact that Desolates IV shared blank little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city streets, stained in red. The pacification of Fen. Morning Bay. Oh. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with the Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch Ares and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 years long and saw buried one in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another member to the casualties. However, even in death, he had won. Oris had fallen, and with it, the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place, red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. We learned about the sigils and the realm and stuff, and at the end of the book, it had red banners, fog, and marshal. I'm wondering if that means we're going to find some remnants of the people who headed south. No, the people with black flags are the ones that took off. Red banners were hoisted in their place. Yeah. Gotcha. The current era, today the realms inherited by the 3 Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and Araja once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past, blank. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, mothers, and children. Blank. Blank. Okay, what is this letter? Ooh, it's from the detective. Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department in this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status, so it means all the world that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We're returning with this letter, the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition, an uncensored copy of the history of Arindia could be found, it would likely be found within Baron's own collection. But perhaps I was informed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say well done, fair play. And perhaps on my next visit, we'll have a laugh about this after you've given me the actual manuscript. Till then. All that tells me is somewhere there's an uncensored book I need to find, or could find. Or maybe he censored it on purpose. Manually censored that one before he sent it to him. And that was the uncensored originally. Okay. Okay, that was a lot of good information. Oh, no. I only have one way to go. This is the only way to go. Damn it, I really want to test this. I want to mark it down, and I don't feel like I'm going to get super far. I'm going to test the freezer. I need to know if it unfreezes things. And then we're going to have to restart the day. I think it might be worth it. Shit. Shit. Unfortunate. That's fine. Look at that. There's a key here. I could have got 2 gems. A frozen door. That's interesting. Would you... Oh man, if I could unfreeze this, would there be something behind here? Wait, why is the temperature moving? I don't know what that is. Oh, there's a letter in here. There's a letter in here. Unfreeze. Hold on. Hold on. It's actually going up. It's going up. Oh. Okay. I don't know why that's so exciting, but it is. I thought, like, I was very disheartened there because I'm like, I have the freezer is too far from the furnace. This is so disappointing. Maybe they have to be right next to each other for this to work. But it's working. It's working. Oh! There's something back here. Oh my god. We just gotta wait. We just gotta wait. I'm so impatient though. Go. Go. Oh. Oh, this is a good feeling. Right, this was... let me guess, you're gonna take a lot longer because you're... Watch it need to be closer for that to fully unfreeze instead. Do you actually move? No. No, I think it stopped moving. No! I don't think it unfreezes any farther. Upgrade disk. Oh my god, and there's a letter there. Don't tell me I need to have it near the furnace to get this to go. What is that a prism key? Or is that a different item? That does not look like a key. It looks like a scepter. Oh, you're kidding me. What if I close you and then reopen? Please? Maybe that's nothing. Maybe it's fake and it's just trying to bait me, but that sure looks like a letter I could grab. In the event of my death, I bet. Another one? That's upsetting. That's upsetting. Why'd you stop at 17 Celsius? The network systems are finally out of cold storage, or at least as many as we could fit into the surrounding walls of the grotto off to the East Drive. Right. The last few days have been very busy, and I'm glad that I was able to take a short break from gardening to help Randolph install the network. It was, after all, the least he could do, since it was I who suggested the final location. We decided that we're going to store the 2 unused servers here in Mount Holly's freezer. They should serve as readily accessible replacements should any of the primary consoles fail. Ew. Denny Ravane. Reva D? Is that Reva D? Did we just get the admin key? Is this before people started hating you working here? I don't think it's gonna move anymore. Oh, there's a pawn in the freezer. Okay. It's unfortunate, but we know more information now, and I wrote down furnace next to freezer, potentially, to get that. So I can try that in the future, but at least we got some information. I mean, we got an admin key. I'm obviously going to try that before ending the day. Still need to find 2 more microchips here. What is up with the Sharpie? Oh yeah, I can upgrade as well. Ooh, a parlor upgrade. Three gems is a prize. 2 wind-up keys. Oh, if you're struggling with the puzzle. Oh, that's kind of funny. Prize is equal to the red rooms in your house. If you open an empty box in funeral parlor, lose 30 steps. Ooh. Oh, this is... I'd rather just get 3 gems. Yeah. The other 2 don't sound nearly as appealing. Especially since I would never put a parlor like super far in. I'd probably be doing it early. Alright. You gave me a lowercase and uppercase. Yeah. So, lowercase e, lowercase v, and uppercase D. This admin has been deactivated. No. Took a short break from helping Randall install. Who were you sending this to? Who was he sending it to? Because clearly this, if this one's been deactivated, then the real mystery here isn't. Well, the real thing we've learned here is that your 4 letters from your last name and then your first initial would be the admin key. Let me just try. What's her first name? Anne? Baba. Oh my god, it actually works. Oh. Oh. Key expired. Oh my god. I don't know if I've heard of who. Moore? Lead system administration. Account created that day. Last login September 1st. He drafted a bunch of laboratories. Lead lab technician for Cinca. Set up estate terminals and Blackbridge network. Okay. K. Thompson, I believe. I don't remember their actual full name. Most drafted room laboratory. Account created. Last login, month later. Recent transfer from Cinca, former executive assistant to H.S. Sinclair, trusted with full admin privileges. Okay, she logged in recently. Office, okay. Author of all personnel notes. H. Rua. This is Hartley. Hartley's last name. The Baron's valet for 20... Well, I thought it was 40 years. For 20 years? Substituting for Mr. Moore until we find a more suitable assistant admin? Okay. Terminated March 1992 for suspicion of blackmail and not watering the plants. But that's pretty funny. Three additional unlisted keys. So you can't log in with these, but I could try. Wait, does personal access give me anything else? Let's try more R then, if it lets me. Or can I do anything else here? I can't. This admin key does not have permission. Yeah, Moore R has lead admin privileges, so... Okay, one sec. There we go. Oh, you got full access. Terminal timeout setting. The timeout setting controls how long a computer terminal stays connected to the network without disconnecting from the server. Default setting immediately requires a new connection each time a user attempts to log in. Interesting. 1 month. Ooh. I can look at all the mail now? Inbound, outbound connections, and all electronic mail communications outside of the local network have been temporarily disabled. Okay. Okay, so if I turn these on and then I go check all of them, I can look at a bunch of extra mail. Okay. Okay, you can't see the other delisted then. Gotcha. Admin logs, 12086. The last cables have been finally laid and the office terminal has been connected to central network. Given the ever-changing nature of the rooms on the estate, we chose to install the server outside of the house to maintain connection stability at all times. A small cavern off to the eastern drive was selected. Next. Right. Oh, it starts at the end? Or at the beginning? Usually you'd go backwards for... It's fine. All remaining computer terminals on the estate are now connected to the network mainframe and will begin testing remote access capabilities between them. I've also asked Baron to come up with a name for the network, and he came up with Blackbridge. After some deliberation, our network has been named Blackbridge, a somewhat ominous name for the project given the legend from which the term derives. Though very fitting, considering we chose an actual cave to house the mainframe, I only hope that our servers do not suffer that same fate that befell those in the story. Don't know anything about a story yet. Hopefully we can read about it. Maybe it's one of the library books. Regular maintenance report. Fixed a connection error that was occurring between the office and security terminal. We have also added electronic mail capabilities to each terminal that can be accessed via the network. 210. Okay. Recording capabilities of all cameras on the estate have been disabled. Additionally, the existing video playback functionality on the security terminal has also been removed. Deleted logs. Oh, man. A lot of deleted logs. As requested yesterday, new admin key created, though the requested name doesn't quite fit our typical length formatting. $7.25. Okay. Someone requested an admin key, but that doesn't fit the normal formatting, so I need to look for that date. July 25th, 87, somewhere, to see who would ask for this. Effective immediately, all electronic mail capabilities have been restricted, and now can only be accessed via the office terminal. All other terminal inboxes have been archived and can only be restored via admin control. 12089. Temporary access to the mainframe in Blackbridge Grotto have been restored to perform routine maintenance. A year later, temporary access to the mainframe in Blackbridge Grotto has been restored to perform routine... Oh, so just kept doing checkups. Updated access privileges for the following account types. Admin access, full access, personnel, user database, archive access, full access plus access to the archive admin logs and deleted database entries? Who has this access? That's important. Yeah, that's important. If I could read deleted quote unquote logs. RTA is down while we work on a solution to report terminal connection failures. RTA is working again. Terminal connections tested and confirmed functional. To make future testing easier, added ability to access offline terminals through the RTA when Blackbridge is open. Per request, one temporary admin key has been added to the network. Hartley. And then you deactivated it a month later. One new admin key has been added to the network. K. Thompson. Welcome to the team. Okay, they added new data management features to the admin control. Updated user database. Okay, changing of the guard. In preparation for Simon's arrival, inbound and outbound messages as well as offsite connections from outside the estate have been disabled per instructions left by the Baron himself. Damn. A lot of interesting information there. Import trophy data. Duplicate save data. Clear save data. Create backup. Oh, I see. Okay. So those are actual features I could do now, but there's no... I mean, I don't have anything. All right. That gave me a lot of information, and we just unlocked the electronic mail lock. Security is already up right now. Now let's go there. Log in. I mean, yeah. And hopefully I can do the mail now. Oh my god. But I have to go to all of the I have to go to the shelter after turning that on and all these other places. It should stay on though. I would assume, because it's outside. I don't know why it would reset. All right, we'll start from the bottom. November 5th, 1986. Mr. Darren, if you have any more of those red and blue memo sheets, the Baron has requested a handful of each for a new project. He's working on in the clock tower. For my part, I can't understand for the life of me why you and the Baron continually insist on confounding my staff and every other person who stumbles upon one of your colored memos. I'm not confident confusion is the best security, but it's not my department, so I'll leave that up to you and the Baron. Babbage. Mrs. Babbage, I'd like to address one potential security vulnerability of having an antechamber lever in the weight room? Oh, they're thinking about putting one in there. As the years have gone by, the Baron's frequency for working out in this room has gone from once in a red moon to as rare as a man without self-pity. As such, we find this room mostly relegated to guest use, and given that the antechamber lever is not only unsuited, but also poses a security risk, I advise we either remove or conceal it and install a secondary lever to control the south entrance. The south entrance? This is big. This is big info. And please tell me that we're going to conceal it instead of... Please, if there's a hidden lever in there... Mr. Darren, sorry for my lagging reply. I'm still learning how to use this machine. Thanks for bringing this issue to our attention. See, it was not something I had considered, but it does seem like a reasonable suggestion, and I will discuss it with the Baron during our next meeting. I know he has expressed interest in installing secondary access levers for both redundancy and convenience, so this may be the perfect excuse to allow him to execute those plans, should he still wish to do so. Ooh. Kirk, per our last meeting, effective immediately, please suspend all security camera recordings. Live surveillance has been approved, but the Baron no longer wishes to have tape logs of activity on the estate. I know this might seem like a security risk, but I promise good reasoning is behind this seemingly unsound decision. More. I don't feel like this one needs to be saved, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay. Okay, that was a lot of good info. Data transfer? Not available. So there's no longer tapes being recorded. I don't know how that would help me. Do I have a weight room? No. If there's a concealed lever in the weight room, I swear to God, I will find it. Let me have you. Okay, okay. I'm going to end this day. I have to end this day. But I'm going to I want to record the next episode, but I'm going to have to do a little planning here. We got a lot of info from that, and there are still 2 more computers, the lab mail and the shelter mail to find as well. So that adds more to the to-do list for sure. Save and continue. Damn. Oh, and the freezer. The freezer next to the furnace. I wish I could have put them closer. I don't know how you'd even bait that. That feels like really hard to do. Okay. Well, I'm going to end this here. And in the next one, still working on it. So I'll tell you then. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it. And I will see you in the next one.